Hello, welcome to my page. My name is Shona Virtue. I am a yoga teacher, personal trainer, ex-gymnast, and I'm here in Bali. The rain is absolutely stunning. I'm going to show you a clip right now. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to sort out our hamstrings. And this is a Virtuous Quickie. That's right, I'm bringing back the Virtuous Quickies for anyone that has been here on this channel for a long time. The idea behind this is to have short stretch mobility sequences that you can use to break up your day and to actually get towards those flexibility goals that you guys might have. And the most requested is usually the hamstrings. So without further ado, let's get on with the practice. You're gonna need a chair and a yoga mat. That's it. We're actually going to begin using the chair. So just place your hands onto the chair as though you were going to sort of take a forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Try to straighten out your legs. And we're going to do kind of like a standing cat-cow. So from here, I'm going to arch my back, lift my head, turn my hips up towards the ceiling, and feel the stretch down the back of the legs. And then as I exhale, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to round my spine, let my head drop down, push the chair away as I round here. Inhale, I'm then going to start to arch the back, open up through the chest, feeling that stretch down the back of the legs, and then exhale, rounding the spine. So we're just going to do a couple of these cat-cow chair variations just to warm into our hamstring work. Now, of course, if you feel as though this is way too easy on your hamstrings, or you're just starting to feel like, okay, things are loosening up, take a step back and do halfway lifts instead. So you can place your hands onto your shins, inhale into the halfway lift, exhale into the forward fold, or you could even place your hands on the floor and start to work through inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Beautiful. Unroll all the way up to standing. Take the arms up above your head, palms together, exhale, hands come back to the heart, and we'll just move the chair off to the side. Come to stand at the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms up towards the ceiling or sky. Exhale, take your hands all the way down as you fold forward. Now from here, we're going to take the hands to the floor, lift the left leg and just step it back into a lunge, a really long lunge. So adjust yourself as you need to so that you feel as though your back leg is really lengthening away from you and your front leg is really lengthening forward. We get this nice stretch, the back of the front leg and the front of the back leg. Okay, so from here, I want you to just sink into this lunge. Inhale, lengthen forward here, hands either side of that front foot. And then as you exhale, we're going to come into Ardha Hanuman, which is a half split pose. So I'm straightening the front leg, I'm bowing over my forward leg and letting the toes peel off the floor. We're not going to stay here too long, we're going to move back into the lunge. So inhale, halfway, coming into that lunge position, sinking the hips forward, allowing that melting, sinking, grounding sensation to occur here. And then exhale, we're going to move back into Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. Inhale, come forward back into the lunge. Exhale, back into Ardha Hanuman. Now from here, I want you to tuck your back toes and just sit back onto the heel a little bit more and let your body really fold forward over this front leg. Now, if it's available to you, you're going to try to take your hands off the floor and really push your heel, your front heel, into the floor underneath you, with your hands now coming to your hips, if that's available. Otherwise, just come onto the fingertips. And we're going to push that heel into the floor for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down, fold forward over that front leg even more. Good. Inhale, come back into the lunge, and then we'll step that back leg to meet the front leg and fold forward over the legs. Let's reset everything with the breath. So unroll all the way up to standing. As your body lifts, inhale, reach the arms up, palms together, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward, releasing down. And every time I get you to do this, I just want you to focus on the surrender and the sensation of the breath. Fingertips come to the floor, and then you're going to step your right leg back into the lunge. So now we're moving into a left leg forward lunge. Like I said, we want to go nice and long in this position here. Adjust yourself as you need to, and then let's get control of the breath, because that's really going to facilitate the nervous system to release here. So inhale, lengthening, heart opens. We feel that stretch at the front of the right hip, and then exhale, front leg straightens. We bow forward, relaxing the shoulders, head comes down, relax the jaw, relax the face. Ardha Hanuman. Just pausing here, and then inhale, we come back, lengthen, exhale, move back. Inhale, coming into the lunge. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, coming forward. And then exhale, pressing back. Now, tuck your toes if they're not already tucked. So we're just a little bit more stable in this position, sinking into the heel. And then with that front leg, we want to drive that heel into the floor as we maybe try to take the hands off and just bring them to the hip. And what I'm trying to do is dig my heel, front heel, into the floor. Also trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. Folding, pushing down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Fold forward by placing your hands onto the floor and seeing if you can get that extra depth. Good. We're going to inhale, come forward, back into the lunge, and then step that back foot to meet the front foot, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, come up to standing, arms reach up, palms together. Exhale, stay standing, just bring the hands back together at your heart center. We're going to move into what's called horse stance, or in yoga, goddess pose. So we're going to take a big side step. So just take that left or right leg, whichever way you want to face, out wide, and we're going to keep the knees bent, sitting down into this position here. Okay. Now, we want to feel as though we're pushing the knees out wide as we hold here for another 3, 2, 1. Fold forward, hands to the floor, lift the hips, and we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, pull a little bit deeper into that pose. Good. Bring your hands back to the mat. Turn your heels in and your toes out and come back up into that horse stance. But first, we're going to inhale, lift the body, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, sink into horse stance. And we're holding here for 5. Push those knees out. 4. For 3. See if you can get a little deeper into this. For 2. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Falling forward, wide-legged forward bend. If it's available to you, lift your heels and place your fingers underneath your heels here, using that as extra leverage to help you go deeper into this pose. If that's not available to you, that's completely fine. You can keep the knees bent, fingers on the floor, or hey, you've always got the chair. Inhale, exhale, pull a little bit deeper. Good. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, come up to standing. Arms reach out to the side and all the way up to the ceiling. Palms together. Exhale, 1 more round of horse stance. So sinking down into it, or goddess pose. Sounds nicer, I think. Sink down, push the knees out nice and wide. Chest lifts. Try to keep your hips underneath your upper body, or more like sit your upper body back so that it's over the hips. 1 more breath in, sink a little deeper. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Hands come to the floor. And then this time, take whatever variation you want. Heels lifting. Maybe you're going to bring your forehead to the floor. Crown of the head to the floor. Holding here. Good. We're going to use the strength of our hamstrings. So hands come to the hips. Try to lift from the back of the heart as we inhale all the way up. Look to the top of your mat and just step that back foot to meet the front foot. Perfect. Release the arms. Inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling. Palms together. Exhale, hands come back to the heart center. Let's check our standing forward fold and just see if we got a little bit of extra depth there in this little tiny 5-minute quickie. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward into your forward fold position and just notice the sensations as you're here. Like, how much are you gripping? How intense is it for you? Are you able to go deeper into this position? Beautiful. Unroll slowly all the way up to standing, palms together, hands at the heart center. Thank you so much for practicing. We better get back to work. I'll see you on the mat again soon.